Hi ladies, so this is just an at-home really quick workout. Do any time, but really no equipment needed. We're going to do 10 exercises, 30 seconds on each, and I'll give you a couple of options. Maybe make sure, Tracy, there's a wall near you so you can hang on for your lunges. Right, let's go and get warmed up. A couple of rolls of the shoulders. Let's do this. Rolling with the shoulders. And then they're coming forwards, this, and we're going to just put one hand on the hip, teapot, reaching over one side, reaching over the other, to the other side, and then we're just going to lift the knee, good, opening up here, nice, good. From here, we're going to just squat down, find the floor, and crawl yourself forward into plank. Hold here for a couple of seconds. Then we're just going to bring that knee towards the outside of the elbow, push the hips through, going on the other side. So my foot is extended behind me. So body weight only, freedom, do anywhere. And then on the other side, lift the chest up. From here, we're going to go through some of the movements, and then we're going to make that part of our warm up. So move one, just our squats, down and up, seeing how you feel. Usually if we haven't squatted for a couple of days, we might feel a little bit tender. Just get a little bit lower when you feel good. Then we're going to go into some squat steps. So out to the side, same side. We're going to go 4 on each side. One more. Then we're going to go on to the other side. Squat it out, stand it up. Squat it out, stand it up. 3, good. 4, from here we're going to go into those lunges. So taking that leg back, and we're just going to carry on the way up. You might want to pop your hand on the wall here, so we can just have a little bit of support. 4 on each side. Switching around, other side. Nice and slow, bending that back knee down. The feet are on train tracks, chest is lifted, and we lean back. So just from the side on our lunges, we don't want to try and avoid coming forward too much. So for that, we need to tuck the tailbone under. That's going to stretch the hip flexor behind us, and then bend that back knee. Take the time. Might feel a nice stretch, but the more we do these, the easier they feel. From here, just a couple of heel lifts on the toes. Kind of got jogging on the spot. Today, run, and then we're just going to step to the side, tap down here or knee down. This is your curtsy lunge or crossover. Today we're going to have the option to skate as an alternative to this one. Finally, we do have some balance. I'll just show you the option for our balances now. Send your hips back as if we're looking at something on the floor. Chest is open, so we don't want to be rounding through the spine. Chest is open. And then I just want you to take either your right or left leg back, tap it behind, so just a big toe. Then from here, we're going to take your hands, palms are facing, and we're just going to squeeze the shoulder blades back and open out. So just from the front, looks like this. From the side, it looks like this. Squeezing the shoulder blades. Imagine there's a 20p piece between the shoulder blades we're squeezing here. Now, when we go into this, option to stay like this, so with just a little bit of support, or if you feel like your balance is okay, we can hold the position, but lift that heel. See how we go. Try and keep the foot on the floor. I can feel my big toes lifting up. And then we're going to go on the other side. Sending the hips back. Toe taps down for support. So it's just my big toe here. Sending the hips back as if I'm looking for something on the floor about a metre ahead. Go with a fly, body weight fly. Then if you're feeling good, we can lift that heel. Option to have a chair nearby. So if I've got a chair, I can do this. I'm going to just pretend this foam roller is a chair nearby. So if I'm doing this, I'm going to make sure that if I'm kicking my left foot back out, my something that I can grab hold of, either a chair or whatever, is to the same leg. So I'm taking my left leg back here. The foam roller is on the left. So I'm going to balance on the right, tap down with my left finger, and then I'm flying just on the other side here. So I'm coming all the way up. So go grab, while we're warming up, a chair or something that's going to help you in this, and then we're just going to fly with one hand. So this is the move from the side. Using my balance, it might be a chair, it might be a slide. I'm going to fly here. This is how we train our balance. Right, we're ready to go. I'm going to hit the clock, and we're going to start with those movements. I use a foam roller. Imagine it's a chair or something. Here we go. Let's give us a little bit more. 5 seconds. You will hear the clock. Oh, there we go. What happened there? Reset. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Air squat. So down and up. Standard squat here. We'll do 2 squats back to back. Down and up. I'm going to take a little step back so the sun's coming in here. Afternoon. Squatting down, breathing in, breathing out. Thinking just about squeezing kegels, lifting pelvic floor up as we lift. 10 seconds. Don't need to stay with me. I could have just sent you the exercises and demos, but I thought it's going to be much more valuable doing it with you. Hold there. All right, we're going to go into our squat steps, and we're going to do 5 on each side, and then 1 and 1. Here we go. Okay, so we're in 1, 2, 3. Good. So work at your own pace. There's the 5, and then we're going to go on the other side. So I'm stepping it down, nice wide foot position, body weight only, and I get to come up. 2 more. And then if there's any change, anything left over, up, across, 3, 2, 1. All right, lunges are next. All on one side, then all on the other. So I'm getting cut off here. Feet are on train tracks. Big step back. Heel lifts off the floor, and then we're coming down. So if we're against the wall, we can put a hand on the wall. Again, if that chair is nearby, we can hold onto the chair. Now check it. We can stay here and just work on the descent of the lunge. Otherwise, we can come up, bring the knee through. Down we go, knee comes through. So just a little bit of movement. I think this one's for you. 3, 2, 1. All right, facing the other way. If you're needing the balance, grabbing the chair or making sure you're facing so the wall is on the other side. Okay, we'll be on my left, I'm working my left. Down we go, so a couple of lunges. Down and up, chest is staying open. Down and up, keeping that foot on the floor. Nice. Then, where we want to end up in, as much as possible, even with that balance, heel starts off the floor, bending that back knee, it comes down, and then we come up. Option now to start bringing the knee. We got 3 rounds of these exercises. Hold it there. All right, we're on the floor for the next one. So come on down into your plank. Take your time. We're going to come up here. Wrists are underneath the shoulders. So we can hold here. This is option number 1. Option number 2, we're going to bring the knee under, send it back. Slow mountain climbers. Send it back. 3, you've both got lovely planks. Let's work them. Works the shoulders, works the core. Send it back, through, back, through, back. Nice. All right, knees down. We're going to go into a plank again, and this time we're going to move the feet one more time. All right, okay. Keep your hands in position, wrists underneath the shoulders, and then we're lifting up. So I'm going to go here so you can see my feet. So plank position, left foot walks out, right foot walks out. Not too wide, just an inch. Back in, out, in. Good, nice. So loading through the shoulders on this second move. Good. In, out, in. All right, there's the pedal. We're back up now. Now for that balance that we went through in the warm-up. Sending the hips back. Left foot taps back. So the pressure is 80% on that front leg. We don't want to be knee forward, up knees in line with the ankle. So then we're folding. Arms, pulse it, and then we're going to lift that heel behind us. So pulse with the arms for 3, and then coming back down. 3, coming back down. Now, if they're balanced, we need a little bit of support. This is where you've got your chair. So I've got my chair on your right, left side, and I'm then coming over. All right, flipping it over. So I'm going to work my left, your right, and then my right leg is going back. Here we go. So sending over, tapping the toe back behind, and then we're lifting that back leg, and then we're just going to do a single arm fly, pulsing the arm. Otherwise, feel free to just stay. We can then bring the knee back, send it over. So I've got support here, working the glute, back of the shoulders. Without that foam roller or chair, we can just come into that single leg balance and then almost aeroplane it. Nice. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's get a little bit of cardio in now. We're just going to jog on the spot. So not high impact or anything. Jog, jog, jog. We can shuffle to the side, shuffle here, shuffle forward, shuffle backwards. If you're feeling a bit blush, we can then pick the knees up a little bit more. Good. Nice. If this feels too much, it's a high knee here. We're just doing some high knees. Pick your poison, 10 seconds. And then we're going to our last exercise. Let's move my phone roller out of the way. 3, 2, 1. All right, so from here, we're either going to go into a curtsy, back leg behind the other, or we keep it higher and we skate side to side. So a little bit of a jump, a little bit of a landing, crossing that back leg over here. Again, this one requires more balance, so that takes the heart rate a little bit higher. Other option, we then can just take the knee, reach the hand on the inside, and keep it low impact. Nice, 10 seconds, and then we're back to the top. 3, 2, 1. All right, squats are next. Those are your 10 moves, we go to the top. Feet hip distance, keep the chest up. 3, 2, 1. We're down and we're up. Breathing in, breathing out. Squeezing up from the pelvic floor, feeling that core work. 30 seconds of work, 10 rest. Pace in this second round may start to slow down a little bit. Good, nice. Breathing in, breathing out. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. We hold it here. We're going to step it out for 5, step it on the other side for 5. Feet are narrow. Let's go to your left, my right. Sorry, your right, my left. Here we go, out for 5, 4, 3, good, 2, 1. So all of these moves today, we can later on the other side add dumbbells to. But really nice to just get it done, body weight only, 0 barriers, what kit should I use, what weight, just get it done. All right, one each side, repeat, other side. 3, 2, 1. Lunges, make sure you've got something to support you, a wall, a chair. The chair will be on the side of the supporting leg, so be on my right here. Here we go, big step back, so really coming down and then nice and slowly up with that wall or chair for support, leaning back into it. If we want a bit more movement, this is where we can bring it in. Good, so just bringing that knee up, lunging here. So all of these movements, later on we can bring dumbbells, but you've got a decent amount just to get going with. Get the heart rate up, get moving, slow it down. 3, 2, 1. Other side, change the sides if you need that support, big step back. Tailbone tucks under, let's then put a stretch on hip flexors and quads. And then we're still up, holding that finger on the wall, that supporting side. Chair is there, imaginary chair or wall, chest is lifted. Lowering down. If we want to add more, we can go unassisted, down and up, or then we can turn it into a reverse lunge with a step in. This is also an option, step it in, or that knee drive. So there's no weights to contend with here. Want to make it feel hard. Good, all right. on the floor for 2. Squat down, crawling yourself into that high plank. Body weight is forward, we're not pushing away. Knees come through, underneath, send it back. Knee through, send it back. So slow climbers, tucking the knee towards the nose, and then the hands stay in position. Good. Knee comes towards the elbow on the same side. 10 seconds here. Gosh, really, I hope you guys have got the weather. 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees. We're staying in this same position, and we're going to go into those feet walkouts, those toe walkouts. Wrists underneath the shoulders. Here we go. So, left foot, right foot, in. We don't want to be bouncing up too much. So bracing the core, and it's just 2 inches one way, 2 inches the other, back into centre. Pushing the floor away so we're not flat, we're not loose. So the shoulders should feel tough on this second round. In, out, in. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's hit that balance now. Also single leg deadlift. With or without the resistance and the assistance, bum back, shoulder blades back, toe taps, and then we're just getting the arms out, so we're squeezing the shoulder blades. We can pulse or just hold them in position. See if we can lift that back heel. Let me come forward a little bit. So starting position here, and then lifting that back heel, trying to hold here, and then we can come up, start that position again. With the balance, you have a wall or a chair on the supporting side. So it'll be that side for me. Here we go. Nice, good. So we're going to come up on the other side now. Right, sorry about that. Got lost there. I'm going to ignore that one. We'll go into cardio. Right, okay, so into our cardio. Let's do this. So, right, jogging on the spot. Balance is done. Oh my God. Ran out of storage. Okay, so literally jogging on the spot. We can come forward, we can come backwards. If we want to be fancy, we can pick the knee up a touch. Lift, 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 lift. Good, 2, 1. All right, that's skate now. So we're down, tap, otherwise we turn it into skate, and then we have one more round. Good. All right, stopping here into our squats, final round. So in we go, down and up. Woo. Last round with the squats, down and up. I can feel myself wanting to fold forward. So look up, chest open, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, okay. Then we're going to go into those stepping. Let's go 6 on each side for the stepping now. So we come out, lift and tap. Out, lift and tap. In we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go for an extra one. We've got the time. 7. Tap it through, other side. Good. Stepping, getting as low as we can. Obviously your pace, don't stick with me, we're not doing it as choreography. Lunges are next. Okay, here we go. Big step back, using assistance on the supporting leg. So this is your left, my right, coming down and then lifting up. Knee in line with the ankle behind, so shins were what they call parallel. Nice and slow, and then otherwise we can take it up, tap that toe down, then bring it through. Option, bringing that knee through with a little bit of a twist here, just to increase the movement. So we're either working on trying to get into that integral lunge, or we're picking the pace up a little bit. 3, 2, 1. All right, okay. Other side here, big step back. Again, the supporting chair or wall is on the side of the supporting leg. Different to when we go into the balance. It's the other way around the balance, which we kind of got cut out a little bit earlier. Bending that back knee. Again, when we get tired, we're going to want to start coming forward. makes the lunge hell, like more hell. Good, and remember our options. We can then tap it down or bring the knee through. Knee through is the hardest option. Good. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, on the floor now. We have plank position here. Wish I had some curtains in here. Mountain climbers, feet behind. We don't want the hips to sag here, getting into the lower back. Meant to say early on, lift the bum. It's better for the bum to be a touch higher than the shoulders than too much lower. Knee through, send it back. Knee through, send it back. The feet behind me are about hip distance apart. Knee through, send it back. Keep them like we're marching, pushing that floor away, spreading the hands. All right, drop the knees here. We've got one more in this plank position. We're going to take the feet out and then bring them back in. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Out, out, in, out, out, in. Good. So we go wide into narrow positions. Bracing the core. 20 seconds here. Then we've got the balance, cardio. That is us. Out, out, in, out, out, in. Again, we want to be tight. I can feel myself there. Brace the core. So we're just loading. All right, up we come. If we need that chair for the balance, to one side, working your left, my right. We're coming over and we're squeezing the other arm. So if I'm removing my left leg from the floor, the balance aid is on the left. So if we're taking a point of contact with the floor away, that's where we want the balance here. Otherwise, unassisted, arms fly out like we're flying. What we're doing here is thinking about squeezing the shoulder blades back. And if you want a little pulse here, like we did at the start, 3 little pulses. Squeeze it. All right, there we go in on the other side. Balance aid if you're using one, to the side. So we've just got something there to replace the leg that's coming back. We know that if it's too much, we can just tap a big toe on the floor behind. Even that little point of contact with the floor, the big toe, is still working this front leg about sort of 75%. I'm going to add those arm pulses in now. Like I'm flying, pulse, pulse, pulse. 10 seconds. This is something to try a lot of as well. Things like when you're brushing your teeth, not doing this move, but just standing on one leg. Hold it there. All right, okay, final 2, and we are done. Right, jogging on the spot. Jogging on the spot. We can go nice and fast and aggressive. We don't have to put the full weight of our body through our joints. Use your arms. If we want to be coming up a little bit higher, we can, or we can just go with marches. If you're tired already, bring in this, maybe a little pause, and go again. 10 seconds. Good. 5, 3, 2, 1. We pause. Then we're going to come into either skate, last one. Skate, skate, skate curl, curtsy lunge. With the impact, soft landing, a little hip shift, and then we go through. Option, we can just keep it quite small, side to side movement, bring the knee up if it's a bit easier, or we can just walk it from one side to the other. Final 10, see if we pick up the pace, and then we're done. 5, 3, 2, 1. We are all done. That is us. So let the heart rate come down, take a drink, go through the best part of half an hour through. So onto the floor if that's feeling good. We're going to hit the child's pose, holding here. So just from the side slightly, sending the hips back. And then just give me a couple of cat-cows. And then you go one more time, come into your plank. Walk your hands forward to your feet
Hang here for a second. Grab by the side of the elbow, feel that in the hamstrings. We should. Nice, just hang here for a little bit longer. You may need to have your knees bent, that's fine. Try and push your hips back to get the stretch, and then we're rolling that spine up with the head coming up last. From here, again, you might need a bit of wall assistance or chair assistance. Stretching, knees in line, tucking the tailbone under, get that nice stretch in the quad, and we're pushing that elevated foot into the hand. So let me know how you get on. Again, turn around for the assistance on the other side. From here, another hamstring stretch. Heel is out, we're going to tip forward. This is your hinge position, so we're getting used to that tipping. Shoulder blades back and down. Other side here. One hand comes across the body. And the other hand. And then we're taking both hands, either put them on the small of your back, elbows together and then pull down, or we are opening up through the chest. Final 5, for 3, for 2, for 1. Well done. Let me know how you go, and I will see you guys soon.